Marriage is the most beautiful moment in life. They're happy together, care and love each other. But sometimes marriage is the worst moment for some couples. Domestic violence is an issue that happens in a married couple. Mental and physical attacking as a tool in domestic violence. Domestic violence is not only on women but also men. This is domestic violence towards men.
This is Mr. Kamal, who is a handsome young man and has no deficiency in disability, and also someone who has a good job. One day, Kamal met a beautiful young woman named Miss Zulaika at a very famous cafe. A few months after they met, they fell in love with each other. A few years being dating, Kamal finally proposed to Zulaika and they got married. At the beginning of the marriage, they live happily and both of them have their own work or career. However, after a few years later, Kamal was not expected to be fired from his company without any prior notice. As a result, the stress of Kamal's life led to his wife's attitude and the onset of domestic violence perpetrated by Zulaika against Kamal.
Zulaika's cold attitude toward Kamal began when he saw that Kamal failed to find a new job because Kamal had been fired from a long time ago. At first, Zulaika only scoffed at Kamal by scolding Kamal for calling him useless. Zulaika always scolded Kamal all the time in their house and also to pay daily bill and give Kamal money every day. Kamal, after failing to regain his job as a full-time housewife, took care of everything at home. And Zulaika, on the other hand, does his job. Can say that Zulaika managed all their finance. Over time, Zulaika's cold attitude toward Kamal got worse. Zulaika reacted violently to Kamal by hitting Kamal at home.
Zulaika's anger towards Kamal getting worse every day, especially when Zulaika returned from work. However, Kamal is still patient with his wife's attitude, as Kamal is very fond towards her. Zulaika's violence against Kamal became more and more worse when she hit him with a glass, as she insisting that she saw him returning home in a drunken state. As a result, he bled and the injuries left scars on his head. It doesn't end there. Kamal burned his hand because of the hot water spilled by Zulaika when he wanted to make some coffee. Zulaika also refused to buy any necessities for Kamal, and he needs to ask for money from her, as she has his money. One day, Zulaika came home from work in a gloomy face because she has many works to complete that day. Upon arriving at their house, she saw the house in a messy state and saw Kamal sleeping on the couch.
Zulaika continued to scold the Kamal with rage and beat him with a broom. This caused the Kamal body to swell in some parts of the body, adding to Kamal's condition. At that time, it was a disease that caused Kamal's condition to be severe. The more the day of the illness got worse, and the worse it was with Kamal's frequent beating by his wife. Even the neighbors feel that the situation is worse because they often hear and see Zulaika hitting Kamal in their house. Then, one by accident, while Kamal brings the soup that Kamal cooked, suddenly the soup was accidentally spilled on Zulaika's hand. Zulaika became angry and then scolded him for hitting him with a glass plate.
Then Kamal had hit the corner of the table and collapsed there. At first, Zulaika thought Kamal was just fainting, but then felt that Kamal no longer breathed. Zulaika realized that he had killed Kamal. The neighbor, Mr. Keong, happened to see the incident and later reported it to the police. Later, the police arrived at the scene and arrested Zulaika, who was trying to escape, was later confirmed that he had died. Then Zulaika was taken to court and sentenced to 50 years in prison for the accidental murder and brutal abuse of her husband. In the end, Zulaika even regret her action toward her husband.